Hey, welcome back to project day number 2. I actually went ahead and did cut out the 3 that I had not last time. So the 3 mountains. So this is one of the mountains and it's got that webbing on the back. This is another mountain. And then cut out the 3rd mountain. I think they kind of go together somehow. They look funny when they're separate. But I have cut all those out. I have all my pieces cut out, as you can see. And so the next step is to sew. So I have my sewing machine out. I have a simple one. It's called the Singer Classic. Looks like this. I've already turned it on. I've got my fabric here. One of the steps in the thing was to cut the sky and the water. So let me show you just as a little refresher. This was the one I'm building. And so the light gray of the sky and then the blue water are the 2 that we'll be sewing together, leaving a 1/4-inch seam on it. So luckily here on my sewing machine, I have the little light, which is very nice. And so the width of my stepper foot thing is a 1/4-inch, and I on my machine have little lines that I can use to show how wide it's going to be. So we're going to start cutting. So for this one, I'm actually just using a light gray for the thread. Let's see if I can show you. See, it's just a very light gray. It's very neutral. The fabric, this top one for the sky, is kind of grayish. You're not going to see it because it's going to be on the back side anyway. So we're just using that as a nice light one, and I'll keep on sewing. So done sewing. It's 36 inches long and it was just one straight shot. So it was pretty easy to do. I had put in a few pins so that I knew the material was exactly where I wanted it to be. So all I'm going to do is just take those out. I forgot to get my pin cushion out, but I had 4 of them in there, I think. 2, 3, and 4. So this is the back side, so it's gonna have that 1/4-inch seam on it. So your front side, remember we said it didn't matter the color because you don't see it, which is awesome. So now we have our sky and our water sewn together. So the next thing we're gonna do is iron that seam down so that it's not sitting there bunched up in the back. So we're just gonna take it, I can show you the iron, but we're gonna take it and just fold it to one side, both pieces, and we're gonna iron it flat so that it stays down on that. Next step is actually to take all of the pieces and put them on. So I'm over here at the ironing board because the next thing is we're going to peel off the back of the paper and we are going to stick it onto where it belongs. So like here, I'll take the paper off and then we're going to iron it on just like we did to put the paper onto the fabric itself. Understand? You can watch. followed all of the directions exactly as they're supposed to be, it doesn't fit, which is a little frustrating, but we'll work through it. It'll be fine. So the problem I'm having is that with these mountains, they're supposed to line up. And right now, as you can see, this mountain's kind of cutting into this one. I need this to line up so that this point comes to the water here, and this point meets right at the bottom. But then this is cutting in. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to cut right on the fabric to get it to line up with the mountain. Because I don't know what else to do, to be honest. So we'll give it a go and hope for the best. We'll see. This is where it ended up. Looks a little funny, but I think it might be just because I know what it's supposed to look like. And so I'm really hoping that's all that it's gonna be. If not, I'll try and figure something else out later. But we're going with it for now. Actually, that turned out not bad. I'm kind of okay with it. As you can see, still looks like a mountain. We're going to be putting snow on the top of this one anyway, that it'll kind of match like that. I'll be doing that in a second. So I think it'll work out. I'll show you the end product and we'll see how it goes. I want to show you what I have so far. I have put down the 3 mountains, 2 pieces of snow to snow cap the mountains, 2 of them, and then the piece of sand that the bear is gonna sit on. So if I can't rotate, but I'll show you. So there's the clouds, or the sky, there's the mountain. Here's one of the sandbars. We're gonna have the bear, I don't have him here, but we'll have him sit over it. And then on this side, we have the other mountains. I think it's pretty cool. Sorry the light keeps going in and out. It's on a timer, so how long I can have the iron on, which is actually really nice. It's super fancy. That already was in the house when we bought it. But that's why the light keeps like dimming and stuff, is because when it's actually heating up the iron, it draws the power. So sorry about that. But I'm just going to keep ironing, keep putting the pieces on. I have like the whale tail, the bear, the totems, the plane in the sky. So we'll keep going. much better than I thought. I had low expectations is the word. And it looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. I still have to sew, like stitch around all of the pieces, like the bear, the sand, the mountains. So I have to stitch around those to have them pressed on, so it looks more like a quilt with stitches. But beyond that, I'm done. So I want to show you how freaking awesome it looks. Again, this one's from Ketchikan, Alaska, from the quilt shop called Whale's Tail. And it is part of the row by row experience, and for my first row, I'm having a great experience. I'm really excited. So let me show you. So this is it. This is the row. See if I can zoom out far enough so you can see the whole row. I am really excited. So this is what it's supposed to look like. There. And this is what mine looks like. I think that's pretty darn good. So you can see I have my bear on the side, the mountain. There's the plane in the sky coming to land. You got your whales swimming around, the whale tail, because that's a different kind of whale. And then the mountains with a snow cap. I think this ended up working out pretty well. I kind of wish there was like snow kind of dripping down, but that's just probably because I'm from an area with snow and mountains. But overall, I think it looks really good. Very proud of myself for my first row and can't wait to do the next. So that was awesome. Definitely I think I did a great job. Am I allowed to say that? Well, I just did. So for my first row, I did that one from Ketchikan. So next, if you want to keep watching me do my whole quilt, my whole row by row, the next one I think I'm going to do is the one from Wasilla, Alaska. And it's from Sylvia's Quilt Depot. And, oh, I have dogs attacking me. You'll say hi? There's my pups. As you can see, it's got the two dogs, which I think are going to be the hardest cuts. And then it's got the little dog house. It has the cabin and the two trees on the side. And then the rest of it is just background. So it doesn't look too bad, but we'll see. It'll keep getting harder as I go because I'm trying to do them in order of like easiest to hardest. And so we'll see how it goes. And if you want to keep watching and see how the whole quilt ends up, just keep following. I'm excited. Thank you.